All right, everyone, welcome back to the BS Reality TV review. I am Steve.
I'm Bianca.
So today we're going to talk about 90 Day. I think it was episode 3. We should probably know that. But anyways, it was done 2 days ago, and this week's episode. And it starts out with Caleb and Alina. So Caleb is from Arizona, and Alina is from Russia.
They're in Turkey right now.
Yes. Seems, I guess maybe it's difficult to get visas. Every Russian person, they always meet in Turkey.
Yeah. Even the last season, Alina and Steven, they met in Turkey as well.
Yeah, the only ones who ever met in Russia was Varia and Jeffrey.
Yeah,
Jeffrey, who I think is going to jail for like 20 years or something.
That's awful.
Yeah. They didn't quite know his criminal background before the show. And I'm not sure why he didn't just stay in Russia. They probably wouldn't have deported him. Edward Snowden's been there a while. I don't know. Anyways, I feel like he knew the charges against him. But anyways,
make it known to anybody else.
That's besides the point. So Caleb and Alina, basically, for those who don't know, she's
a small person.
Yeah. Not sure if that's quite the medical. I think there's medical conditions as well. Like she doesn't. You know, she has disabilities in walking as well and stuff, right? Like he has to carry her a lot. Like her legs don't fully straighten out and stuff. But anyways, that's beside the point. They are of a completely different physical stature, but they're both good-looking people, right? Facial-wise, both very attractive. Yeah. And how do you think their relationship is?
Bad.
Yeah,
I don't get it. So they've been talking for
13 years.
13 years, which means that they were teenagers when they started talking. And they've developed this relationship, obviously emotional attachment to one another. And they finally got to meet after 14 years, which is huge. And obviously she wanted to be more intimate. And it seemed like he was kind of pulling away. I don't know if he has the physical attraction as she does for him, but obviously you know that they have a bond, like an emotional bond, because you don't talk to somebody for 13 years, don't even know how that even works for 13 years. How does that even work for 13 years? You don't even meet the person.
I don't know. I think he's trying to be cool, or like he has some sort of motives, like 90 Day gives people spin-offs, and I think he's trying to make himself look awesome or something. I don't really know what it is. I think he has some character.
It's speculation. I don't know. I just
don't think he like there's some weird reason why he's on the show, I think, because like her friends come on at certain points, right? And they start to sort of interview him like, hey, what are your thoughts on the future of the relationship with Alina? And he gets really standoffish all the time. Like, these are conversations for me and her. Don't get involved in this.
Right. But I guess we'll see what happens. I just feel like it's kind of mismatched. And I just don't know. I can't get how they've known each other for 13 years and spoke to each other online. And
yeah, they don't go into that backstory. And you were the one who pointed out during the thing about the well, you counted up the ages and were like, wait a minute, 13 years, 14. You were 14 when they met.
Yeah, so I don't know how that played out, and obviously it happened if they said it happened.
Yeah, but in the first episode, he gets off the plane and they don't even kiss or do anything after 13 years. Yeah. And then at the end of this episode, they're finally like making out.
Yeah, they have some sort of sexual.
And she says they go all the way.
Yeah.
So anyways, let's fast forward. There's Ella and Johnny. Ella is the cowgirl, right?
Oh,
and Johnny is the Chinese guy.
Right.
And Ella has hired a personal trainer because she is a very large woman, and she's worried when Johnny gets off the plane from China that he's not going to be attracted to her, or he's going to be surprised at how large she is compared to the photos.
Right. And he's trying to motivate her to get healthy and eat better. And he tells his mom, like, oh, you know, Americans always eat lots of bad food, whereas the Chinese, you know, they eat just plain stuff like vegetables, fish, and meat, and no sweets or whatnot. So his mom is like, oh, she's a very, very big woman.
Yeah. And at the end, his visa, so he has to go to Singapore, I guess. I guess you can't fly straight from China to America. So he had to go to Singapore
Maybe
to get a
with those
visa
restrictions?
and do 14-day quarantine and then come over to America. And his Singapore visa gets denied, so we don't know where this is going to go for them.
Right. So we got to stay tuned.
Yeah, she gets this news while at the gym working out with the personal trainer. So
But
they kind of
good on her.
So
Like,
it kind of
she's-
ends like that.
You know what? That's good motivation for her. You know, it's always good to stay healthy and somewhat fit and at a reasonable weight. You know, that's, you know,
Yeah.
at least she's trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have Memphis and Hamza. They're
Ooh,
in Tunisia.
Yes.
And one of the Middle East countries I have never been to.
Mm-hmm.
You've been there?
No.
Okay. So basically, their whole storyline is Memphis stays at Hamza's mother's house.
Yes.
Hamza lives with his divorced mother.
Yeah.
Like, there's no father there. That's the only important part there. But the promise was they would not sleep in the same room, and they broke that promise on the first night. And then the whole episode around them kind of surrounds the mother being upset and Hamza trying to apologize and Memphis being uncomfortable around the mother because of what happened.
Mm-hmm. But then after we see Hamza talk about into the cameras and saying, you know, I really don't know much about Memphis' life.
Yeah,
You know? So now he's kind of having second thoughts about it because she has two kids with two different guys, and his mom is pointing things out, and now he's like, whoa, wait a minute, I don't really know, and what am I?
Yeah, I think that was the key. The mom got in his head saying,
she planted the seeds.
yeah, saying like
Mamas do that.
she's divorced. I think she's divorced twice.
I don't know if she's divorced twice, but she has two different baby daddies. Yeah.
So now we don't know where they're going to go on that.
Yeah.
But that's where they leave off. What do you think of their future? You see it working out?
Yeah, it's really short.
Yeah.
It's real short.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I don't see him coming to America and she's not going to move there. A lot of complications moving two kids over to the Middle East.
Yeah.
Especially
Well,
like you.
Africa.
Well, you have two fathers of two kids. That's complications enough. You have to have
Yeah.
two people sort of agree to that.
Yeah.
And very far away for them to see them.
Yeah.
So going to be a difficult one. Then we have Mike and Zemenya. That's what country are they in? Colombia.
Yeah.
And she reveals that she used to live with a hitman.
That's the next episode.
Oh, that's a preview to the next episode. She
Yeah.
lived with a hitman. That's been a preview all along for the whole season.
Yeah.
So, and then they're in the hot springs and they're making out in front of her family.
Yes, that was a little bit awkward.
And she tells everybody that Mike's not really good in bed.
Yeah, basically. But, you know.
But she says it in Spanish, so he can't understand to the camera.
Well, he understands no Spanish, and she doesn't understand a lick of English.
He understands
So-
more Spanish than we do.
Yeah, but he has a translator again. Like,
Oh, right. He has the little.
My question is, like, how do you think you could sustain a relationship using
Yes.
a translator?
Yes,
So
he
many-
walks. It's not even a phone. It's not even Google
No,
Translate. It's a translator. He
Yeah.
walks around, and the whole family makes fun of him
How?
as he talks into it,
Yeah,
and
it
then
doesn't
has
even
them talk
translate
into it.
properly, right? It doesn't even. But it just boggles my mind. All these people go on these shows on the 90 days, and they're in different countries, and their partner, you know, doesn't know any English or whatever, and they go in with the translator. And
So, do you have any problems with their relationship other than the translation? Anything that sticks out?
no, I don't really care. I mean,
What about
obviously
him-
She's using him a little bit. More
Yeah,
than
that's
they
my-
because he's bought everything. For
Yeah,
her,
that's
like
my
the
problem.
fridge,
That's
the
my
couch,
problem with the
and everything.
relationship.
But like again, what's wrong with him?
He has
Like,
bought
how-
her a lot of. He
Yeah,
furnished
like-
her entire apartment
Yeah, like I mean,
from
are you,
America when she's in
Are you
Colombia,
desperate? Are
and
you-
never meeting the person ever, and you're just sending them
But
money.
like, yeah. So do they only speak through text
Well, that's what
prior?
a lot of couples on the show say is that the
Yeah.
relationship was a lot better when we were just texting each other.
Yeah, for sure. Because you could use Google Translate
Yeah.
and whatnot.
And then
But-
they get in person, and it's like, you know, the texting to one another or translating. There's a
Yeah.
delayed response in the flirting and
yeah.
communication and that
Yeah.
sort of stuff.
But-
So obviously a factor. But for me, it's just like, stop buying her stuff, then you'll see if she likes you.
Yeah. And then, you know, she has the two kids as well. So she comes with a bit of baggage
Yeah.
on top of
And
that.
she even talks about still liking the second guy, the guy with the second kid. Like, she even talked about he was in jail and
Yeah, they
she
still
went
talk.
there and purposely got pregnant,
Oh,
conjugal
yeah,
visits
yeah,
or
yeah,
something like that while he was in jail because he was so charismatic.
yeah.
Rough start for them, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a good future, I don't think.
Entertaining for us.
Yeah, so I have two favorite couples on the show, and I've saved them for last.
Who are they?
So this one's awesome because we've seen a lot. Gino and Jasmine.
Oh, from Panama?
Yes.
From Panama,
yes.
yes.
So Gino is I don't know what's up with him. I don't know. Jasmine. Like, he talks really weird, and they both act like little kids. Like, they actually act like 5-year-olds.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that she hates the way he dresses.
He has very smart footwear.
Yes, he does have smart footwear.
Yes, he has smart sandals. Google them.
Yeah.
They are the ones with Velcro straps all over.
Yeah. So she doesn't like that because she's very kind of, I'm not gonna say bougie, but she takes care of herself. You could see that, and she like takes pride in the way she looks. She is a beautiful lady. Yeah.
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 Lots of additions to her.
Well, you know.
I think she's seen some doctors, surgeons who've kept her young.
Hey.
Yes.
Yeah.
She has a kid also, I believe.
I think so.
And
yeah.
Gino's whole goal on this trip is to get her pregnant. Like, he talks about how he wants.
Didn't he buy her condoms?
Yeah. No, he bought
control.
her. No. He bought her pregnancy tests.
Oh, pregnancy.
Yeah,
tests.
his gifts for her getting off the plane were an electric toothbrush and
For-
birth and
yes.
pregnancy tests.
That's nice.
And that's his plan
He's a
for the
keeper,
trip.
girls.
Yes, but he's also been unemployed for 7 months.
Yes.
So they went shopping this trip.
Yeah.
And she picked out all these new clothes for him because she doesn't like his wardrobe.
Yeah.
And it came to $512.
Which is a lot of money.
Yeah, I think that was ridiculous.
$500 in American. Like, how much are you getting for that?
And
stuff?
in a third world country?
Yes, developing country.
Okay.
Yes.
Anyways, you should be spending like $80 for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they went. She brought
for $500,
she brought
you
him
can
to a
get a lot of
department
nice
store.
stuff.
They could
Yeah.
have went to somewhere that has knockoff stuff, and he could have got
Well,
really nice
clearly
stuff.
She wanted him to dress really well, and that's where she
I
wanted
think
him.
she's also testing to see how much money he has and
Right.
this sort of stuff.
But what's up with the ball cap?
Yeah.
Always the ball cap.
Refuses to, even when they're alone in the bedroom,
Yeah.
doesn't take it off
Like,
till the
okay,
lights are
you-
off.
Yeah, you don't have hair. We know that. Us viewers know that.
Yeah.
Just own it.
And now he has us all curious. Like, is there
Yeah.
something underneath, like a scar, a birthmark, or is he just bald and doesn't want to show his hat,
Yeah,
take his hat off?
maybe
He's like a
self-conscious
45-year-old
doesn't
man with a
Maybe
baseball
he's a
cap
little bit
all the time.
older.
Yeah, you think he's
Yeah.
like 55?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways, but okay, your last favorite couple.
So the one that has the preview, the really religious guy who's talking with a really religious girl who he's never met before in
How's
life.
he your favorite couple? You haven't even seen them yet.
So I just like the storyline
oh,
that he's possibly getting catfished. That's why he's
she's
not on.
really pretty.
Yeah, she's super pretty from
Yeah.
Asia. They've never met before.
Yeah.
And his friends in the preview are like, well, have you guys ever video chatted? And he says, she's shy. But they've been talking for 5 years.
Shy.
So what do you think of that?
Not shy. Doesn't exist. But then what happened with David a few seasons ago? Everybody thought that he was being catfished. Remember in Russia? And then he finally met her, and she existed. Remember how beautiful she was?
I do remember. And Alina was her name.
No, was it
Lana.
Do you guys remember
Lana.
that? So if you guys are fans of 90 Day Fiance, you should remember David from Las Vegas. And he went to Russia, I think, I don't know, 4 or 5 times to go meet Lana. And he even bought her a plane ticket to go on a cruise, and she stiffed him and all of this. And everybody thought that she was catfish. And then that episode came when she actually rocked up. And everybody's like, whoa, she actually exists. Anyways, so it could be another scenario like that. But Lana was a beautiful girl.
Yeah, so I love the catfish. They do this every couple seasons on 90 Day. And I was actually really disappointed when David's girl Lana showed up because but apparently there was some editing. David says that like they actually met on day 1 of filming, but they built up the whole season where David went to tons of places and she just wouldn't show up.
Yeah,
and
he
then,
even showed
so
up
I don't understand how that
at the
happened.
apartment, and like they were supposed to meet in her hometown. He went to like her favorite candy store. Do you remember?
Yes, where he went to a candy store and was holding up
like,
pictures and asking people, "Have you seen my girlfriend? Does she come here?"
Yeah.
So breaking news. Sorry, that's why I was on my phone. Gino is 51, not 45.
Okay.
So you're right. He is a little bit older than that.
Okay.
But
thanks for the clarification.
So I'm really excited for the preview. I want to see a lot more about this catfish story.
I guess we'll find out next week, hey?
Yeah, so this is BS Reality TV Review. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.